Good evening, everyone. As we return for the first time this season to the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium, I'm JJ Sylvia, joined alongside myself by Carter Sylvia and Rylan Toy for a momentous occasion here at the Vet tonight, gentlemen, as we honor the 2025 state champions. It's basically a celebration of old and new. We're celebrating the old of the state championship team and a new era that's about to begin. A lot of those former players going to be in attendance tonight. What do you think the feeling's like for them from your point of view as a senior who's going into your last couple of months here at SB?
Yeah, I mean, Colton Pacheco and Finn Buick, those guys are really crucial in that state championship run, and hopefully if they're in the building tonight, they get the honor they deserve.
And we've been talking a lot about the Raiders, but there's another team here tonight, folks, and it's the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears. And Carter, Somerset Berkley only returning one player that's dressing tonight from their state championship team last season. What are you and Rylan expecting from this matchup?
Well, John, it's obvious. The team's very inexperienced. They have a lot of kinks in the armor from last year, but as the season progresses, I expect this team to get a lot better based off what I saw against the scrimmage against New Bedford High School.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. We got a good team here. Voc's tall, they're big, but it's going to be a good game.
And as we look towards the beginning of this one, we're going to head down to the court for all of the pregame festivities as well as player introductions and the national anthem. We are so happy to be back with you here at the Vet at the start of this men's basketball season. We'll be right back here on Somerset Access TV, Berkeley Community Access TV, and as always, Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Stay with us.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Somerset Berkley Regional High School for tonight's boys basketball game between the visiting Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears and our very own Somerset Berkley Raiders. Our participating student athletes, coaches, and referees have worked diligently to prepare for tonight's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Spectators may be asked to leave the gym for the use of inappropriate language, gestures, and for yelling at officials, coaches, players, and other spectators. If you require any assistance, please call upon a school or security official. Thank you in advance for your cooperation and enjoy tonight's game. As always, we are grateful for the officials we have here this evening. Without them, we would have no game. Please join us now in welcoming tonight's officials. Fans, before we announce tonight's starting lineup, we would like to take a moment to recognize the accomplishments of last year's Somerset Berkley boys basketball team. Last year, our boys basketball team went 24-1 overall, won the South Coast Conference title, and brought home the first state championship for the program in 71 years. If you look up by the walking track, right above the middle, you will see boys basketball conference championships banner. And right above the scoreboard on the right side, you will see the Division II State Champions banner, where they will hang in the rafters of Somerset Berkley. Let's hit a round of applause for our 2024-2025 State Champions. Fans, it's now time to introduce today's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Greater New Bedford. At guard, a sophomore, number 1, Chris Rivera. At the other guard, a junior, number 3, Naz Bolger. At guard, a sophomore, number 4, Jordan Correa. At guard, a senior, number 12, Jackson Duclos. And at forward, a senior, number 23, Braden Byers. The head coach of the Voc-Tech Bears, Robert Delaroon. He's assisted by Marissa Wantos, Stanley Freeman, and Kevin Aroja. And now let's meet your Raiders starting five. At guard, junior, number 3, Ryan Crook. At guard, junior, number 11, Aiden Ducray. At forward, junior, number 20, Ben. Number 10, Owen Lambert. And that guard, the senior captain, number 13, Dominic Taylor. The head coach of the Raiders, Chris Memphis. He's assisted by Austin Campbell, Sam Duford, and Mason Medeiros.
Carter and Rylan, it's been way too long since we've been getting rocking here at the Vet, but once again it is packed here in Somerset on another chilly night in mid-December as we see this matchup to begin both team seasons between your Somerset Berkley Raiders and the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears. And Carter, we talked about it during pregame. It's a new era for Somerset Berkley. Bob Slater, the man, the myth, the legend, finally takes the bow, heads into retirement and gives way to his program to Chris Mendes, who has been in the town his entire life. His family is a staple in the area. This might be the perfect fit if you're Somerset Berkley basketball.
Yeah, for sure, John, and the system's not going to change. Mendes will run very similar things to Coach Slater, so let's see what they do here at the start.
As we get to tip-off, it'll be Taylor versus Pyers, and the Raiders will come away with it. Let's meet the starting lineups. Ryan Crook will give way to Owen Lambert. Him, Aiden Dukran, Dominic Taylor, and Ben Laurel will be the 5 to start for White. A bit of a spin by Crook. He can't finish there on the board for Pyers. Pyers will be joined by Duclos, Correa, Bulger, and Rivera as the 5 to start for the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears in their green jerseys with the gold trim. Pyers into the paint will go up and draw the foul as he went 1v1 versus Aiden Dukran, and Pyers will head to the line. First time either squad has sent someone to the charity stripe today.
Great job by Pyers there, driving inside and drawing the foul on Aiden Dukran.
Aiden Dukran, a junior. One of many on this junior and senior heavy Somerset Berkley team, a lot like what we saw last year, Rylan. There's always that sense that Somerset Berkley is going to put those seniors and juniors forward to show their experience as their first cards. Both free throws up and good from Pyers, and the inbound foul called on the floor. Foul's going to be on Jordan Correa. That's his first.
That's his first on the team.
Dominic Taylor, the one returning starter from last year's state championship team, will inbound, and now Crook. A three-sport athlete, a state champion most recently on the field hockey team for Somerset Berkley, and also a outfielder for the baseball team that just might, based on our discussions, move up to second base. And Don Taylor will strike from deep.
Dom Taylor in his wheelhouse at the top of the key, draining a 3.
Bears will look for a response. 3 on the way is converted. A straight swish for Jordan Correa.
Great job there by Correa, responding to the Dom Taylor 3, and that's a good one.
A fast-paced start. Dukran underneath for 2. Raiders going with a half-court press. Taylor gets a hand in there and causes the turnover. Taylor has it back in his hands. Near corner on the drive, and the foul called.
John, really fast start here by both teams, just coming down in quick buckets, back and forth.
Foul's going to be on Chris Rivera. The sophomore picking up his first. Inbound to Laurel. There's the easy finish, and Ben Laurel is on the board. A lot of spread out scoring to start for the Raiders, which, as Carter said, not much is going to change this season from what we saw last. Myers on the drive, right hand, can't get the finish. He went up against Dukran. Bears trying to save it, unable to keep it in bounds is Naz Bulger.
Great job by Ben Laurel, both sides of the basketball court, on defense and on offense, finding open space for an easy lay earlier.
Taylor, with already one state championship ring on his hand, will inbound to Owen Lambert. Lambert was ambushed by Rivera, has to give it up. Taylor, Dom in the low post, can't get the first try to go. Second one will draw the foul despite the miss.
There's foul number 12, Jackson Duclos, his first, team's third. Dominic Taylor at the line shooting.
Dom Taylor, he's like a good player all around. Good defense, good offense, as he gets his first opportunities here today.
That is true, Rylan. Chris Mendes described it in a recent article for the Somerset Sentinel written by George Austin that Taylor is one of the best 3-and-D players that you're going to see in the state of Massachusetts, and Taylor will take the second free throw and make it. Raiders trying to build a cushion early, something that they were accustomed to last year. And another turnover. Lambert blocked by Pyers.
Great job there by Owen Lambert. Looked like a kick of the ball, but great job for the press and causing the turnover. Now the Raiders have possession, looking to score.
Yeah, I saw that kick there. I thought he thought he was gonna get a kick ball there. He stopped, didn't know that it hit his foot, and he was just expecting to get that.
The inbound went to Taylor. He had a bunch of hands in the cookie jar there.
His first team
foul
score.
will be on Naz Bolger. And already a couple of Bears getting themselves into foul trouble early in this one. This one goes into Crook. Can't get the lay to go with Pyers closing in behind him. Now Correa down low. Bolger getting help. Pyers off glass, and that'll go. Braden Pyers, a dominant force inside as a senior for Greater New Bedford Voc and head coach Robert Delalu. Lambert for Ryan Crook. Into the paint, Crook outside, Lambert three, short. Crook has the O board. Now Laura will try that one, back rims. Somerset Berkley keeps it coming with the O board again. It's Taylor this time. Lambert up top, Dukerin on the drive with the right hand, and it's waved off. It's an offensive foul.
I mean, I saw Ben Laurel on that shot, and he thought he had a foul there. He just goes flying back, and he was laying there, and then one of his fellow teammates picks up the ball and takes a shot.
Second foul already in this one on Eden Duker, and he's going to have to be careful. A lot of basketball left to be played here at the Vet this evening. So glad you could join us here on opening night. Correa starts a pass barrage, and the trap called against Naz Bolger. And Carter Sassman will check in as the first substitute of the game. Aiden Dukerin, the one who he'll replace. So Carter Chris Mendes trying to limit how many foul troubles Dukerin can get himself into early, as Crook will almost have an and one, but he'll head to the line.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden Dukerin, one of the crucial players for this Raider team, and having him in foul trouble is not what you want. So good decision there by Coach Mendes to rest him for the time being.
Number 3, Ryan Crook at the line.
Ryan Crook, not necessarily known for his basketball skills, but a straight swish right there. And that's not really a dog on Crook either, because obviously, as both Rylan and Carter know, Ryan Crook is an athlete. The kid can play pretty much any sport and do it well, as he'll come off the front rim on the first, on the second.
Well, I've known Ryan for a while. He's really good at field hockey. He's really good at baseball. And he's also really good at basketball. For him to be a junior and start, and he's a 3-sport athlete. He's won multiple state championships in this school.
Raiders winning the rebound battle on both ends of the floor. Taylor, pull up midi, short. And the rebound for Duclos. He'll push the floor. Duclos has his pass picked off. Owen Lambert coming the other way with help, converging behind, can't finish. Raiders get a hand in there. Dom Taylor, the tip, and can't get the finish. Loro trying to clean it up.
Gotta love defensive effort there by Owen Lambert. Hands in the lanes. Great play there by Owen Lambert, who is one of the new varsity players this year.
Number 20, Ben Laurel at the line. Timeout, Greater New Bedford.
First time out of this one comes with an 11-7 Raider lead. First break for Rylan Toy, Carter Sylvia, and I will be right back. 3 minutes, 46 seconds remaining here in quarter number one as we return up here on the walking track inside the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium, also known as the Vet. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia, Rylan Toy along with you, and Lauro, the younger brother of state champion Jacob Lauro, will make his first free throw. And give them both. Somerset Berkley starting to establish that cushion as we're halfway through this first of 4 installments. Substitution in Jacoby Yarrow into the game for the Bears. Chase James also checking in for Delarue's squad in green. Dom Taylor, pull up, in and out. And the rebound, yet another for Braden Pyers. Bears look to add. Bulger driving in, left hand, can't get the finish. Crook will let the rebound skip out, and it will be Raider ball.
Even though the Raiders are not putting up a lot of points on the offensive end, you really got to like the defensive effort. They're not allowing anything to the rim at all.
Another inbound from Taylor to Crook, and Crook up the floor with speed. Tries the bounce pass. It's off a foot and in the hands of Bulger. Nas Bulger the other way. Another left hand give. Won't drop, but the foul is called.
I mean, that's really aggressive defense from Owen Lambert there, but he's got to be careful with that swatting. That's going to end up getting him in trouble.
First foul for Lambert, and the first free throw up and good
For the Bears, subbing in number 11.
for Nazia Bulger. And for the first time in this one now, Braden Pyers checking out to be replaced by Antonio Ferreira. A senior for a senior swap there for the Bears. Both free throws up and good. Raiders inbounding up by 4, 13-9. Lambert, the bounce pass underneath. Sassman lost it, but it will stay with White. Lambert to inbound. Inbound goes to Don Taylor. A catch and pull goes in.
Great play design there by Coach Mendes. Really just stuffing any sort of attack from the Voc defense.
Jacoby Yarrow, the bounce pass to the other side, and unable to finish it is Duclos. Tom Taylor the other way. Taylor pretty much double teamed, had it taken from him, and the call will favor Green.
Yeah, Dom Taylor and Owen Lambert are starting this game off playing aggressive D. That throw in, Dom and Owen just locked that kid up. He had no idea what to do with the ball.
That's the first foul on Taylor, and great defense there, Carter, by Nazia Bulger, going up against a state champion in Dominic Taylor.
Yeah, for sure, John. And this Bears team's not going to back down no matter who they play, and especially if they want to take down the state champs.
A beautiful finish in the paint there. Some nice footwork and finish work for Jacoby Yarrow. And now Crook looking to use his footwork on the other end. Yes, sir.
Ryan Crook zooming down the lane, and nobody could catch him as he had an easy lay using his speed.
Yeah, I know. He's not very big, but he used his body to get into that lane and try and get to that lay.
Greater New Bedford folk looking for a way to consistently break the press, and that fast break with a nice handoff pass in the backcourt might be the answer. Antonio Ferreira with the finish after just subbing in for Pyers, and with 90 seconds to play in the quarter, it is a 4-point game. Lambert, a little shake and bake, cannot evade Chase James. Lambert is fouled.
Bears foul on number 2, Chase James. That's his first team limit.
Bears are
Lambert at the line.
at the limit, so Owen Lambert will head to the charity stripe, looking to maintain a 5 to 7 point Raider cushion that has pretty much piggybacked with him the entire way here in quarter one.
I mean, yeah, Owen Lambert, that was an okay shot, but they don't have a big student section here, but they're making a lot of noise, and they're trying to get in his head.
Lambert will make the second. And Braden Kitchen will check in to replace Lambert. So Chris Mendes going deep into his bench early on. And Kitchen gets a hand in there right away, but the Bears will come away with it. Boger underneath the basket. Won't get it to go. Rebound battled for. It ends up in the hands of James. He can't finish. And the Bears still have it with a hair above a minute to go. Ryan Crook tried to get a hand in there as well. James to the near side. Yarrow, wide right. Offensive board, Ferreira picking it outside. Three-pointer is down. Jackson Duclos.
That's a big statement for the Bears as the quarter is coming to an end with 45 seconds left. That three is huge for momentum going into the next.
Down to a 2-point Raider lead, 18-16. Dom Taylor going one-on-one against Duclos. Taylor takes a topple, and it's a travel. An uncharacteristic mistake for Dom Taylor, Carter, but yet again, we talked about it weeks prior to this game. He's going to shoulder a lot of that ball-carrying load this season. It's a new territory for him.
Yeah, for sure, John. And he's used to being one of the best players on the team, but there was a whole team of Dom Taylors last season. Now Dom Taylor by himself. Let's see what he can do here as he has a huge responsibility, like you said.
18 seconds left on the clock, and the Bears will have all of it if they need it. Myers will get quickly subbed back in for this last 18 ticks of quarter one, still 18-16. Inbound goes to Ferreira, backing his man down, trying to go high off glass. No give. 10 seconds. Taylor, shake and bake, pull up midi. Strong. Myers the board. 3 seconds. James, the heave. He got it! Chase James gives New Bedford Voc some momentum going into the first quarter break. Ryland, what a shot!
That was a crazy shot right at the end, give him some momentum going into the second quarter. I mean, Voc is playing aggressive. Somerset's playing aggressive. It's just an aggressive game overall. And I don't know, man. That was a crazy shot.
And John, I thought the statement three was going to be the one 45 seconds earlier. Turns out a half court at the buzzer was the statement going into the next quarter. Now the Bears have a lead, 19-18, going into quarter two.
A great start to this 2025-26 campaign for the Raiders boys varsity basketball team, down 19-18 against the visiting New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears. And a shout out to our buddy Keegan Hamlet down there on public address. Someone who I'm very excited to broadcast hockey games with this upcoming winter. Mr. Carter Sylvia here, one of the senior leaders for the hockey team this year. Some high expectations for you guys as well, too, in comparison to this basketball team.
Yeah, for sure, John. Very similarly to the Raiders basketball team. We have a lot of inexperience, a lot of young freshmen who are stepping up on the first and second lines. So let's see what the Raiders can do today and what we can do tomorrow, and hopefully beat Taunton in a great one.
Both the Raiders co-op ice hockey teams and the boys varsity basketball team will be fixtures here on Somerset Access TV, Berkeley Community Access TV, and Blue Raider Studios all winter. So be sure to stay tuned. Dom Taylor looking to add to his point total. Yes, he will. A little shimmy, shimmy.
Wow, that finger roll A, scooping under the defense. Really impressive play there by Dom Taylor.
I mean, yeah, it's a really good start to the quarter. Quick start from Ryan Crook, and then a nice lay from Dom Taylor.
Ferreira in the paint, going outside for Duclos, trying to shake Kitchen, and the Raiders will come away with it. Sassman giving way to Taylor, and now Crook. Ryan, a much bigger man on him, will give it up. Lauro, yes, sir! Ben Lauro, trying to show off maybe a little bit in front of his big brother's former teammates, Carter.
Yeah, great shot there by Ben Lauro. Just having the confidence as a first-year varsity player to take that shot and make it with ease.
So the Raiders, after falling behind by a point at the end of the quarter, start this second quarter out in much better fashion. A couple of big baskets, and it's 23-19 with a second trip to the free throw line for Braden Pyers this evening. Just a silky smooth free throw shot Pyers has.
That's Vogel returning for the Bears.
Pyers looking to make it 2 for 2, and a bit of broadcaster's jinx there. Laura the board. As we pace toward halftime, 23-20 Raiders here at the Vet on season opener night. Lambert off the switch. Foul on the floor. Looks like Pyers is going to get called for it. Or actually, my correction, it's going to be on Chase James.
Owen Lambert really filling in for that Brendan McDonald role last year, kind of commanding and quarterbacking the offense, and it looks so far he's doing a great job.
Owen Lambert stepping into a role that is not easy shoes to fill. Brendan McDonald obviously playing very high level basketball right now in his post-grad year, as that one comes up as a miss. Bears the other way. Yarrow to the corner, a 3 for Duclos is down. And we're tied once more. Nice steal there, Pyers. Taylor gets him right back, and now Laurel for Taylor. Stepping into Pyers. Dom Taylor spinning into the paint. Another spin. It's a spin cycle, but no finish. Nice offensive board there for Dukran. But a steal up top. And the left-handed finish for Bolger.
Yeah, that was a really good play from Dom Taylor, using those spins, trying to get that mid-range. But he got through using that big body of his. He's very tall. He weighs a bit, and he used his body, get in, tried to take that shot, but unfortunately it did not work out.
Just to note, John, that the Raiders also have 2 key inactives tonight in Kane Rayum and Carson Crisafoli, who are, when they come back into the lineup, will most likely be starters. So this might not be the starting lineup you see a couple games down the road.
A lot of questions to be answered as the Raiders begin this 25-26 campaign, and right now they're down 25-23 to a Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech team that Ryland and Carter last season floated right around the 500 record. This Raiders team last season only lost 1 game. So the comparisons are going to be pretty wide when you take a look at these 2 teams, but when you start a new season, all you can really think about is the what-ifs.
For sure, John, and last season's over. The Raiders obviously don't have the team they had last year. The Greater Bedford Voc Bears don't have the team they have last year. They could be better. They could have got worse. You never know. But as this game progresses, we'll see what teams got better and what team got worse.
I'll tell you one thing that is for certain: the new jerseys for the varsity boys basketball team this year with some slanted numbers. A different look. I'm not sure if I'm necessarily a fan, but I can dig it. You never know. It might grow on me as the season goes on. Lambert steps up from just in front of the free throw line and hits.
Owen Lambert driving hard and then just popping up a jumper. Great smooth jumper by Owen Lambert.
Chris Rivera, who just recently checked back in, handling the ball here. Getting in his orders from Robert Delalo. Perimeter swing. Pyers, baseline, driving and finishing.
Yeah, and a great response there by Pyers, the big man for this Voc Bear team. And he kind of reminds me a little bit of Tim Bjork in terms of size, and he definitely plays a little bit like him too.
Ben Laura working on Pyers will draw the foul as he tried to go up with the left hand.
Yeah, Ben goes up for that shot and he just goes flying. After that play, the Bears player stands over him, and Ben did not like that at all. So Ben goes for his shots right now.
First foul for Pyers, and Lauro will head to the line after hitting a 3 in quarter 1. He'll look to show off his prowess at the stripe, and he'll make the first to bring the Voc lead down to 1 in what has been a very back and forth first half here in Somerset. Give little brother Ben both free throws. 27 all here inside Veterans Memorial Gymnasium, and Pyers will change that story in a flash.
Owen Lambert was not happy about that score right there. As he was thrown, everybody thought it was a foul. The student section was going crazy about it.
Under 5 to play in the quarter and the half. Lambert for Taylor. Once again, 1v1 against Bolger. Taylor, the pull-up, strong. Board skips out to Rivera, who looks to push the floor. Rivera all the way up. Yarrow, a couple pump fakes and can't get it to go. Taylor for Lambert. Lambert looking to shake Pyers. Starts a pass barrage. Back into the hands of Lambert. 20 on the shot clock. Taylor on the drive with the right hand. A bit too much juice that time for Dom Taylor.
Yeah, Dom Taylor really not hitting the shots that he usually does. It's a great steal by Ryan Crook.
We'll give Crook the preschool finish on the other end. And once again, we are knotted up under 3.5 to play, and another steal for a Dom Taylor finish. And Carter, Ryland, we saw the full court press was a huge momentum shifter for the Raiders. They're using it right now.
Yeah, that just gave them 2 buckets right there, and that put them back on top.
Yeah, and that full court press, we saw it last season, John. It was unstoppable and unmovable when trying to go up the court, and if the Raiders continue to do it, the Bears might have a struggle getting up court on offense.
Braden Pyers will make free throw numero 1. Too close. And Correa back in, replacing Ferreira and Yarrow. Crowd trying to get in the head of Braden Pyers, but it doesn't work. And it's a seesaw battle thus far in this one, 31 all. Drukrin kicking outside, will get it back, top of the key. Drukrin back to the corner. Sassman, baseline for Drukrin. Some nice give and go, but to no avail.
Gotta love the passing there, John. Even though the finish did not prevail, that give and go work between Sassman and Drukrin was really impressive to watch.
Corner 3, unsuccessful this time for Jackson Duclos, who's been pretty good from beyond the arc thus far. And 2.5 to play. Raiders look to jump back in the lead before the half. Sassman working on Pyers. Ran out of room to move. He's got to get rid of it. For Taylor on the slash. He's got it.
Great slash there by Dom Taylor, finding the open space, outrunning his defender. And a great look there by Carter Sassman, looking for the open man.
Long pass across the floor. Pyers. And count it. With the foul. Actually, they're going to count it as a foul on the floor.
It's his first, team's third.
So 2 free throws on the way. Once again, it's Braden Pyers, who has had his moments of sheer dominance here in the first half, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, his size in the paint is definitely something to keep watch. As for Coach Mendes, I mean, he's been a problem inside the paint, and really setting him to the line, he's also efficient there as well.
Dom Taylor's had some stingy defense played on him tonight as the Raiders' #1 option. Bit of a pump fake, tries to tip in his own miss, and he cannot. Chris Rivera the other way for Green. Less than 2 minutes remaining before we take our halftime break. 33-33 between these two South Coast foes. Another turnover created by the Raider defense. Crook can't finish. Taylor can.
Great job there by Dom Taylor, picking up the scraps of Ryan Crook and putting up the easy lay.
Taylor has to be near the top of the scoring charts for the Raiders today as a nice quasi end-to-end finish for Jordan Correa. Like a speeding bullet through the middle of the court there. As we look towards 1 minute to go in the first half. Crook keeps it in bounds. Now inside, and Lambert can't finish. Pyers the push. Braden Pyers.
There's a bunch of yelling over here as Dom Taylor goes down hard. Trying to set a screen there for his fellow teammate.
A huge three for Jordan Correa. And much like quarter one, quarter two coming to an end with the Bears hitting some three-point shots. In the paint, Sassman gets blocked by Pyers. Bears look to add more, but Lambert will end that dream and throw it off the foot of Jackson Duclos. And it looks like they're gonna give the ball to the Raiders. "25 seconds left. Shot clock is off. And only 20 seconds remain in the first half. Raiders down by 3. Taylor for Sassman. Sassman finding Taylor, spot up 3, in and out. The rebound, and a foul is called. Some nice work underneath the basket there, Carter, for Aiden Dukran.
Yeah, Aiden Dukran's been, even though he hasn't been on the score sheet, he's been doing some positive things both on the defense and offensive side of the ball. Definitely a great job there by Aiden Dukran, working hard down low and drawing the foul.
Yeah, Carter, I agree with you. Aiden, he's been subbing in and out, and he's just playing amazing right now, both offensively and defensively. He's had a couple stops and he's had a couple assists.
Taylor trying to get it up before the buzzer sounds. That one got stripped from him, and a heave the other way is unsuccessful to bring the first half to a close with a score of 38-35 in favor of the visiting Bears. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia, and Rylan Toy back up here on the walking track with you. And gentlemen, the new era for Somerset Berkley maybe doesn't look exactly what we were accustomed to seeing last year, but it definitely does have those signature stamps of a new Chris Mendes era.
Yeah, for sure, John. And nothing's really changed much in terms of the scheme, but more of how Mendes approaches his players and the fact that he approaches them harder and a little bit more. He wants more urgency out of his players. And that first half, it looked like the team just was trying to gel together, and it's going to take a while before they can do that.
I mean, yeah, I see like some change in players, but not much change in skill. This team is still very talented, fast, and I don't think much is going to change here.
And gentlemen, let's take a look at it from a Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears perspective. You're playing a team that's the defending state champions, and you have a lead at the half on the road. That's a good thing.
For sure, John, and especially how the Bears competed against this Raider team last season. They were blown out both games. So definitely an impressive job by the Bears in that first half just to keep the game close and actually have a lead.
Yeah, I think the Bears are going to have some momentum going into the second half, knowing that the Raiders are defending state championships and they beat them last year twice. And just knowing that they have the lead and they have the momentum is good for them. That's not good for the Raiders, though.
We said it a bunch of times last year, everyone. Basketball is a game of momentum, and right now the momentum is in the favor of the visiting squad as we look towards our halftime break. We'll be right back here on Somerset Access TV, Berkley Community Access TV, and Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. Stay with us. Second half about to get underway back inside the vet here on the campus of Somerset Berkley Regional High School. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia, and Rylan Toy along with you. And Rylan, your first ever game as a broadcaster here with Somerset Access TV, Berkley Community Access TV, and Blue Raider Studios. How you feeling so far?
I'm excited, a little bit nervous, just getting like jitters, kind of fumbling my words a tiny bit, but just excited to be here and talk to you guys about the game.
It's great to have you, Rylan. And you and I were talking about this during halftime. The jitters will go away as time goes on. I remember the first game I ever did, and trust me, it doesn't sound like I do now. 38-35 Raiders, down by 3 to the visiting Bears. Pyers looking to make it 5, and he will.
An energetic start from New Bedford Voc. They're ready. They got the momentum from that first half. They're ready to play.
Raiders looking to shift the momentum early in this second half. Owen Lambert finds Dom Taylor on the drive with the right hand. First one won't go. Second won't either. The third will go. Count it. And the foul.
Dom Taylor didn't work on the first try or the second try, but on the third attempt, great job there by Dom Taylor, keeping the ball in his grasp and getting the and one.
Second foul in this one on Braden Pyers. And Taylor will look to complete the three-point play. He will not, but the rebound goes to Ben Loro. The floater won't go. Pyers giving his rebound back for Rivera. Rivera giving a pass down and finishing underneath is Bolger. And Naz Bolger, who, despite not being the leading scorer, as that was Braden Pyers, with 11 in the first half for Greater New Bedford Voc, has definitely had his moments offensively and defensively. Dom Taylor will have his first try partially blocked this time, in the second will draw another set of free throws for 13.
Dom Taylor all over the court here tonight, and great job for him being persistent on the ball, not allowing the defense to gain any grasp on him and drawing the foul.
I mean, yeah, I was here for the freshman and the JV game, and there was just a lot of fouls all around.
Third foul on Braden Pyers, who tried to plead his case to the officials, but as I've said many times, I have yet to see a situation in which that works. And now number 23, the big man down low for the Bears, is in some foul trouble early in the second half, and Taylor will get both free throws to rattle in. Full court press in effect for the Raiders, broken quickly by Voc, but a nice steal by Crook. He put it in the hands of Naz Bolger originally, but the Raiders do come away with it. Mendes gets his offense set up. Lambert for his man Dom Taylor, back for Lambert on the handoff. His pull-up midi will go wide left.
That was a really good play from Ryan Crook there. That was him sprinting all the way back to intercept that ball, set up a really good scoring opportunity for the Raiders.
And Naz Bolger putting his stamp on this game, up to a 5-point Voc lead now, 44-39, and Lambert can't match on the other end. Fast break pass up ahead, just barely kept in bounds, and rattles around on the floor underneath the basket. Bolger can't get another finish, and the Raiders come away with it. Lambert to settle the offense down. To the corner, Ben Loro. Short. Another board for Pyers, who's had a plenty. Has to be in double digits at this point. Rivera, the pass to the wing, and a three-pointer will fall. Jordan Correa, who isn't always the one that's going to be the number 1 or number 2 option to take the shot, but he'll drill it when he has to.
Great job there by Correa. The Bears really started off hot here in this second half with a great shot there by Correa, and nothing but net on the shot.
Lambert for Taylor. Taylor gets tied up with Duclos, and the foul is on Jackson.
Bears foul number 12, Jackson Duclos. That's his second. Third on the team.
And the Raider student fan section with their tropical theme tonight that I'm trying to match with my best dressed shirt. Trying to remind these Bear players that they cannot commit certain fouls. Ben Loro has it stripped from him by Pyers. Pyers has Correa coming in to help, and Pyers gets blocked by Dom Taylor. Crook up the floor Finding Dukran with the finish.
Great job there on both sides of the court. Dom Taylor, and then a great job there by Aiden Dukran to have the composure to make the easy lay.
Pyers to the far side. That three coming up short for Correa that time. Owen Lambert guarded by Correa. Finding Loro. Short. Taylor the board. Can't get the putback. 2 fall. 6-point lead for the Bears, and they look to expand on the drive. Correa couldn't spin it correctly.
Dukran gained a lot of momentum coming into the second half. He's playing amazing right now, both offensively and defensively. Especially that how to get back on offense and get that layup.
Crook off the handoff. Will draw the foul as he put it up. Looks like that one will be on Jordan Correa.
Yeah, great job there by Ryan Crook just to keep with it, driving around the outside of the 2-point line. And now he's up for 2 free throws to make it a 4-point game.
And I was actually wrong. The foul is on Braden Pyers, so that's 4 for the Bear big man. And Crook will miss the first.
For the Bears, subbing in Antonio Ferreira.
And Pyers will head to the bench. Antonio Ferreira will rejoin the pack. Crook will make at least one. Back down to a 5-point Voc advantage, 47-42. Three minutes and 45 seconds remaining in quarter 3 here on opening night for both the Bears and the Raiders. James rejected by Dukran, and it will stay Bear ball.
Great job there by Aiden Dukran getting up high for that block, and the juniors really had an impressive start here on defense.
Chase James working on Sassman. Comes to the near side. Correa on the drive with the right hand. And a slap of frustration from head coach Chris Mendes after that last Correa bucket. 49-42 Voc. Ryan Crook, just like his brother Alex did, doing a lot of ball handling here for the Raiders. On the baseline, Taylor with the finish, an up and under.
Great job there by Dom Taylor. The up and under from Dom, and that's just what he does. When under the rim, he can make plays, and that's what he did there.
Jordan Correa, the answer on the other end. And Rylan, it seems that Voc has found an answer for the Somerset Berkley press, and it's almost playing it like a football team would. You really only have one guy in the backcourt, and then everybody else is up front. As Ryan Crook with the finish there.
Yep, I totally agree with that. They kind of picked up on how they were pressing off that, and they adjusted to it, and now they fixed it, and now they have the momentum and have the lead.
Timeout on the way, 51-46 Bears. We'll be right back. Two minutes and 29 seconds remaining before we head to the 4th and final quarter here inside the Vet. And the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears have come in and shocked this almost full Vet crowd. They're up by 5, 51-46 over the defending state champion Raiders.
Yeah, and the Raiders, despite putting on a little bit more points here in this third quarter, the Bears have not backed down, still maintaining a 5-point lead.
A pass across the court, barely kept in bounds by Duclos, but grabbed by Lambert. Now Crook, outside, Dukran, strong. Raiders have had their fair share of three-pointer opportunities, but it's a flip of a coin whether they convert, and a trip to the free throw line coming on the other way, down for Chris Rivera.
Good job there by Rivera. going into the heart of that Raider defense and drawing a foul.
Foul's going to be against Sassman, his second. Chris Rivera will make the first. Despite the chirps from the student fan section just to his right. Rivera looking to continue cushioning folks' advantage and give them both. 53 to 46, a 6-point Bear advantage, and that one ending up out of bounds off a Raider and back to Voc possession.
A lot of noise from the student section here, but he still makes the free throws, doesn't let it get to his head, and then now Bears ball from out of bounds.
Jacoby Yarrow, who just recently checked back in, starts a pass barrage up top. Rivera, stop, pop, won't go. Tom Taylor, the board and push. Taylor ends up running in to Naz Bolger. Goes out of bounds off of Taylor, and it will be Bear ball.
Yeah, this Voc team has a lot of momentum right now. They're really stepping up on Dom Taylor, not allowing him to get an inch of space. Great defense there by the Voc-Tech Bears.
Chris Rivera for three. He got it. And number one is the one right now for the team in green. The largest lead of the night for Voc at 10, 56 to 46. Taylor will bring it back down.
Great job there by Owen Lambert, finding Dom Taylor, cutting through the middle. Great job there by Dom Taylor to finish it.
I mean, yeah, just to pick up on what you were saying, JJ, number one, he's dominating right now, and he's a sophomore, and he's dominating these juniors and seniors that the Raiders have.
Yara will inbound to Rivera, and the pass barrage down to Ferreira, high off glass. And with under a minute to play in quarter three, it remains a 10-point Voc lead, 58-48. Raiders need a response. Dukran will draw it.
Great drive by Aiden Dukran. He's really been one of the more better players for this Raiders squad, despite not being on the score sheet as much as the others.
I mean, yeah, he's playing really good, but sometimes it's not all about the scoring. It's about the teamwork that you put into the game.
Aiden Dukran will make the first. Probably one of the toughest offensive quarters that we've seen here inside the vet for the Raiders in the last few years. And Dukran missing the second. Loro trying to fight for the board, skips it out to Dukran. And now looking to find Lambert. That one whacked out of bounds. Last touch by Naz Bolger.
Yeah, the Raiders really need to find something here. They're down by 9 points, and they really need to get back into it as we only have 35 seconds and a quarter left to go.
About a 4.5-second difference between shot and game clock. Taylor, the bounce pass, Lambert on the cut, won't get the roll. Taylor will put it back up.
Great job there by Dom Taylor with 20 seconds left here. The Voc Bears have a 7-point lead in the third quarter.
14.5 seconds left and another foul called.
I mean, yeah, that was a good play from Taylor, knowing that his teammate was not going to sink that bucket. Just trying to tip it in and just trying to keep it away from the Bears.
Foul is on Ben Lauro. That's his third. So now Ben Lauro for the Raiders and Braden Pyers for the Bears in foul trouble. Two players that have had big impacts offensively and defensively for their teams. And the first free throw is missed. For Jacoby Yarrow, he'll look to salvage at least one and bring the lead back up to 9, or 8, I should say. And it will be 8. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds left before we go to the fourth quarter. Owen Lambert. Outside, Ben Loro. Strong. Crook the board, and he'll try to put it back up with no luck. 59-51 with only one more quarter left to play. We'll see you on the other side of this break. 8 minutes back up on the clock as we look into this fourth and final quarter here at the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium. JJ Sylvia, Carter Sylvia, and Rylan Toy back with you for Somerset Access TV, Berkeley Community Access TV, and Blue Raider Studios on YouTube. And it is 59-51 in favor of the Voc-Tech Bears, nearing a match of their largest lead tonight. Raiders in need of an excellent offensive fourth quarter, and Dom Taylor starts it off on the right note.
Great drive by Dom Taylor. Great way to start for the Raiders here in this fourth quarter.
The Raiders had a great start to this fourth quarter. They need to try and gain momentum as they're down going in. They're down.
Naz Boger.
As there was a nice layup.
Raiders need to find a way to do two things: score consistently and get consistent stops. And I'm sure that was part of the message from Chris Mendes in the huddle during the recent quarter break. Down low for Taylor, who got fouled as the pass made its way there.
There's number 3, Naz Boger. That's his third, first on the team. So
Foul's going to be on Boger.
Replacing Jacoby Yara.
Bears get a substitution in as well. Inbound in the direction of Crook, got picked off, and on the other end, a second straight finish for Naz Boger.
Yeah, the turnover by the Raiders led to Boger just coming down the lane for an easy lay, and that puts the Bears up in a double-digit lead by 10.
A push call there against Chris Rivera as he was playing some very tight defense against Owen Lambert. Lambert will get the inbound again. Raiders get a fresh shot clock. Crook, the shimmy, backs into the paint, back up top, Laurel. You got it.
And Laurel, the bang three from Laurel. And that puts the Raiders back within contention. 63-56. Now, 65-56. Bears.
And the quick break finish on the other end for Duclos. As it seems, whatever Somerset Berkley is throwing at these Bears, Robert Delalue's squad seems to have an answer for. Dom Taylor with the answer there. And the finish.
Yeah, Ryan Crook gets caught up there and trips over the ball, but Dom Taylor's there to assist him and get the bucket.
Up top, Correa for Ferreira. Steps into a long mid-range that Dukran will get the board for, but he throws it away. Jordan Correa had it stripped from behind. Now Crook on the drive. Can't get the finish as he was met by Rivera. And finishing on the other end is Jordan Correa. These fast break buckets have been huge for New Bedford Voc in this game, and they keep their lead close to 10 points right now at 9, 67-58. Lauro for Dukran. Dukran driving, pulling, missing. Ferreira the board. And now Rivera. With 5 minutes remaining, Rivera, the left-handed finish.
Chris Rivera's really played here well in this second half as he puts his team up 11.
A new largest lead of the night for the visiting squad. Ryan Crook, the response. Raiders need a stop. And here come the defense chants. Rivera, the circus shot won't go. Crook on the deck, and the foul called.
Yeah, the Raiders are in scramble mode now, down 9 with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left. They really need to find a way to get back into this one.
Yeah, the Bears were not happy about that foul, as the coaches, the players were all standing up, not happy about that one, screaming.
4:21 left. And Lambert catches another inbound. He'll go 1v1 versus Rivera. Owen Lambert for Taylor. Dom Taylor driving. Won't get the finish, but he will get the foul.
Great drive there by Dom Taylor. And he's really been, even though it's not been his best game overall, he's still been an important factor for this Raider squad.
The 5th foul on Naz Bolger. And Robert Delalue is making sure that he gives his 2 cents before Bolger is pulled off the floor to be replaced by Yarrow.
Yeah, this game is full of fouls. He has 5, a couple have 3, a couple have 4. This game is full of it. There's been so many free throws, you can make a whole game out of it.
Taylor will make the first. '13 will look to make it a 7-point game, and it is indeed that, 69-62. Long pass up the floor, Correa, count it, and one.
That was a huge bucket for the Bears there. It's looking like, as you said earlier, John, whatever the Raiders seem to be throwing at the Bears throw it right back and do it even better.
Like a heavyweight championship boxing match. These two squads dealing blows left and right. Correa will look to bring it back to a 10-point advantage. No give. Druker in the board and Taylor the push. Taylor, a little shake and bake on Pyers. Won't go. Second chance, also unsuccessful, but the third is in.
Dom Taylor, persistent on the offensive boards. Nobody seems to be able to get the ball from him, and he just gets that third chance opportunity and makes it count.
And a timeout on the way by Greater New Bedford and head coach Robert Delalue. Us three will take it with these two squads as we look towards a very potentially tumultuous last few minutes here inside the vet. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Stay right where you are. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain in this game. And the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears trying to hold on to a late lead. Inbound goes to Rivera, and Crook's glued to him. Chris Rivera. Back for Yarrow. The two will give and go, and Rivera will reset the offense. 10 on the shot clock. Pyers for Correa. The three. Won't go. Ryan Crook the board. Crook the long push. Sassman will draw the foul.
Great job there by Carter Sassman, driving to the lane. Patience with the ball, that little hesitation allowed for the draw of the foul.
On number 4, Jordan Correa. That's his third team limit. Carter Sassman at the line shooting 2.
Carter Sassman with 2 big free throws on the way here as we head towards that home stretch that I mentioned earlier, the last 3 minutes. And Sassman drowns number 1. Down to a 6-point Voc lead that at times has been over 10 points. Sassman will make 10 or 11, become 5, 71-66, half-court press on for the Raiders. Byers throwing it up high, Correa catching it. And now Yarrow. Blocked! Aiden Dukran says no.
Aiden Dukran, a beast on defense. Number 11's really been special to watch here on the defensive side of the ball.
Aiden Dukran looking to spark a comeback. A great defensive play. Voc still has 24 seconds to work with. Pyers starts the perimeter swing. James up top, Rivera, yes! Chris Rivera from downtown, and it's back to an 8-point advantage for Voc. Dukran for Sassman. Sassman driving, tough shot, won't go. Rebound for Chase James, and now the push by Duclos. Duclos handing off Rivera. New Bedford Voc in no rush as they look to cling to a lead that has slowly dwindled down below 10 points here in the fourth quarter. To the corner, that three has Dom Taylor get a little bit of a piece of it, and Taylor will come up the floor for the Raiders. Taylor stops to the corner, Sassman three, yes! Carter Sassman from downtown, back to a 5-point game, timeout on the way. And Carter, Ryland, this is what we're used to seeing from the Raiders, that relentless, never-ending fight, and of course, the pristine shooting from beyond the arc.
Yeah, great job there by Carter Sassman. Hasn't really been called upon to take a lot of threes in this game, but when given the opportunity, he took it and never looked back.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot. That gave some momentum, gave some excitement to the squad here. And now they're off this timeout. They're just going to be ready to go. Carter Sassman, that was an amazing shot.
74-69, one more potentially short break before we return. 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining. It's winning time here at the Vet Carter and Ryland. And the Voc-Tech Bears will inbound up 74-69. That inbound nearly stolen by Crook, but it goes out of bounds. It'll give Voc another try to send it in from out of bounds. Chase James, the inbound to Pyers. He dribbled it out of bounds. But it got tipped. So Voc getting another gift. Pyers for Duclos. Got Sassman in the air, back for Pyers, who finishes.
Great job there by Pyers, taking the contact and just making the layup with ease.
Raiders need an answer. Lambert got it.
Smooth pull-up jumper by Owen Lambert. He's really been impressive on those type of shots.
Now Duclos with bodies flying everywhere. Gets the finish. Sassman for Lambert as we go under 1 minute left. 78-71 Voc. Crook! What a finish.
There we go, Ryan Crook. Great finish there.
Duclos for Pyers. He'll get fouled. It'll be a block against Carter Sassman. But maybe a smart foul there for Sassman. Pyers has had his struggles shooting today. Might be an opportunity for the Raiders with 48.1 left on the clock to maybe get a 1 or 2 miss here and push it up the floor, get another bucket.
Yeah, but John, Pyers has been really good from the line. He's done decent here today, so if he makes these 2 free throws, he might be able to put this game out of reach.
Braden Pyers could potentially ice this one if he can make both. The bleachers rumble below us. And Pyers misses the first. Sassman out, Lauro in for the Raiders. I'm sure Braden Pyers would at least like to have one to take home from this trip. And he'll get it. 6-point lead, 79-73. We will stay with you for this one. And Rylan, I'll start with you. If you're in this huddle for Somerset Berkley head coach Chris Mendes, what is your message to the squad?
Honestly, I don't even really know. I would just say, like, give it everything you have. Just leave it all on the court because this is a big game. First game of the season, back-to-back champion. Not back-to-back. Defending champions. So, honestly, just leave it on the court.
And Carter, if you're head coach Robert Delalue for Greater New Bedford Voc, what's your message on the other side?
Well, I think Delalue knows what he's going to expect. He's going to expect a full court press anytime they get the ball on the court. So they have to be aware of the turnover and just keep control of the ball and run out this clock.
A 6-point game in this home opener and season opener for Somerset Berkley, and some big shoes to fill for these boys in white, having to look up at that brand new state championship banner up in the rafters here at the Vet. A team that has new beginnings, a new head coach, a pretty much all new starting five with the exception of Dom Taylor, and a new scenario. Usually the Raiders at this point in the game last year would be up by double digits. Now they're trying to claw back down 6. Laura will inbound. White needs a quick score. Crook for Laura. The give and go. Ryan Crook for Dom Taylor, the deep 3. Short. And the other way, Chase James runs into a crowd. And that crowd ends up coming away with the ball for White. And Crook's pass looking for Lambert is picked off by Rivera, who gets fouled right away with 22 seconds remaining. And just a gut punch for Somerset Berkley there, Carter. They looked like they had the steal on their defensive end, but just a small mishap on that fast break that caused the turnover in the hands of Rivera.
Yeah, that's the type of foul that might seal their fate for the Raiders.
Jane Pyers will be fouled right off the inbound. 4th team foul. 20.3 on the clock. Inbound going this time to Rivera, who is fouled.
Somerset Berkley foul on Ryan Crook, his 2nd team limit.
Crook will be the one to take one for the team there. 19.2 remaining and 2 free throws to put the cherry on top of a season-opening road victory for the New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears. First one falls for Chris Rivera. And a timeout called, which I can now 100% confidently say will be our last break of the evening. 80-73, with still one more free throw to come after this break. Out of one final TV timeout, we return. 19.2 seconds remaining and a second free throw forthcoming for the sophomore Christopher Rivera. Usually goes by Chris. An 8-point Voc lead once more. Somerset needs a prayer. Taylor, Curry range, short. Fires the rebound with 10, and jump ball called. Possession error will favor New Bedford Voc.
Possession of Greater New Bedford.
Voc can pretty much dribble out the clock here unless the Raiders want to foul and keep it going. Correa on the sideline gets fouled with 7.8.
Somerset Berkley foul on Ryan Crook, his 3rd team limit.
Back-to-back called against Crook. And Jordan Correa at the line looking to add even more to a impressive showing here on the road to start this 25-26 campaign for Robert Delalou's Bears. Give Correa the second. Lambert speeding up the floor with 5. Pull up 3. Won't go. Fires has the rebound. They'll dribble it out. And the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears have come in to the Veterans Memorial Gymnasium, and they grab a season opening victory. Final score 83-73 as we're back up here on the walking track one last time. And gentlemen, final thoughts before we sign off for the night.
Yeah, it's a great win for New Bedford Voc. They really just showed up today, and they were the better team.
Yeah, it was a really good game for the Bears. Not great for the defending champions, Somerset Berkley. They did not play great. There were some players that really stood out, but not too much.
So game number 1 of Chris Mendes' coaching career as the head coach here at Somerset Berkley ending in a loss, but still a great effort. But the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears, just a dominant end of the first half and an excellent second half. Really piggybacking off of that effort from Braden Pyers to seal the victory. Once again, final score 83-73. For our entire crew, including our cameraman Brian Moniz and my broadcast partners Carter Sylvia and Rylan Toy, I'm JJ Sylvia, wishing you a good rest of your night from here inside the vet. Stay warm.